The Man Who Missed the Bus by Stella Benson. Mr. Robinson's temper was quite sore by the time he reached Saint-Pierre. The two irritations that most surely found the weak places in his nervous defences were noise and light in his eyes. And as he told Monsieur Dupont, the proprietor of Les Trois Moineaux at Saint-Pierre, "If there is one thing, monsieur, that is offensive, essentially offensive, that is to say, a danger in itself. I mean to say, noise doesn't have to have a meaning. What I mean is, monsieur, that noise—" "Numéro 30, said Monsieur Dupont to the chasseur. Mr. Robinson always had to explain things very thoroughly in order to make people really appreciate the force of what he had to say, and even then it was a hard task to get them to acknowledge receipt, so to speak, of his message. But he was a humble man, and he accounted for the atmosphere of unanswered and unfinished remarks in which he lived by admitting that his words were unfortunately always inadequate to convey to a fellow mortal the intense interest to be found in the curiosities of behaviour and sensation. His mind was overstocked with the by-products of the business of life. He felt that every moment disclosed a new thing worth thinking of among the phenomena that his senses presented to him. Other people, he saw, let these phenomenal moments slip by unanalyzed. But if he had had the words and the courage, he felt he could have awakened those of his fellow creatures whom he met from their trance of shallow living. Mr. Robinson was a very ingenious-minded and sensitive man, with plenty of money, was always seeking new places to go to, where he might be a success, or rather where his unaccountable failures elsewhere might not be known. Saint-Pierre, he thought, was an excellent venture, though the approach to it had been so trying. As soon as he had heard of it, through reading a short, thoughtless sketch by a popular novelist in the Daily Call, he had felt hopeful about it. A little Provençal walled town on a hill, looking out over vineyards to the blue Mediterranean. A perfect little hotel, clean and with a wonderful cook, frequented by an interesting few. "By the time I get downstairs," thought Mr. Robinson, as he carefully laid his trousers under the mattress in his room and donned another pair, "the lights will be lighted on the terrace, and I shall be able to see my future friends. I must tell someone about that curious broken reflection in the river Rhône." He went downstairs and out onto the terrace, where the tinkle of glasses and plates.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?